Welcome to the Kansas City Ice Center in Kansas City, Kansas for Midwest High School Hockey Action final regular season weekend between the Omaha Junior Lancers and the Kansas City Jets. With me today, play-by-play, Mike Vlasakas. Welcome, Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Doing great. Well, final JV action of the regular season. Next week going into it is going to be the playoffs in Ames, and this weekend is for the first and second place finish for JV.
These games are important, especially for the JV team here. They'd like to be able to sweep the series, but that's going to be easier said than done. So we'll have to see how it all plays out.
Absolutely. Yeah, both of these teams have been kind of jostling for position all season long. Right now, Kansas City in the RPI sits at number 1, Omaha at number 2. Omaha's going to need a sweep of the weekend, I think, to move into that number 1 spot. But the good thing is, either way you go, 1-2 positions get buys in this in these playoffs, which means that they'll, even if they split, they'll both won't play until next Saturday.
Absolutely. So it's kind of a wash. The teams would like to have, Casey would like to stay put.
Bragging rights.
Omaha would like to trump them, and mainly it's not going to affect anything because both the first and second seeds are buys next week, like you said. So we're looking for some good competition, and I'm sure we're going to get it here in just a few seconds. Teams are just entering the ice surface, and center ice dot. Ben Parsons for Omaha, and William Bigar for the Jets. Puck is down. Jets pick it up on a streak by Eric Bachtel. He comes into the zone, playing behind the Omaha cage. Loose puck net front off the stick of Stetzler. Swept in now is Levitska. He'll play it around to the near side boards where Parsons picks it up. He'll drill it into the zone, and they'll go on the forecheck. Held in at the point by Levitska. He'll drop it down low. We've got Trimborn. He's immediately going to the box. There was a major collision down there, and he'll go off on a roughing call. So Omaha starts this game just seconds into it with the first penalty of the contest. So this gives the Jets the man advantage, and they've got a pretty lethal power play as Trimborn goes off for 2 minutes for roughing. On the tap is Wilmers. It's drawn back to DeSpirito, and he'll launch it into the Jets' end. Pressure down low by Rhett Werner as it's carried out by Riedman for the Jets. He'll bring it down into the Omaha zone, far side corner, and rims it up the wall where it's received by Albertson, and he'll drop it back in, and a clear by Omaha. On the chase is Wilmers. He might get there first. He dispossesses the defender there of the puck and drops it back to Warner, and they'll just play keep away. Nice strategy to tick off some seconds. Warner once again with the aggressive forecheck, and now Trashinsky gets involved. They're forcing KC to break out. Stolen away, down low. Omaha with a shot. And we don't know here. There's no call. Looks like it was gloved.
Great opportunity.
Great
for
save.
Omaha off the turnover.
Defensive zone turnover, and Omaha marches in and gets a quality opportunity shorthanded.
Was that Tro?
I think it was Tro, and Zach Holt is, I think, the KC netminder.
Yeah, it kind of looked like Tro maybe got, A, I think it surprised him. B, it looked like he may have been held up a little bit, but still got a good opportunity.
Face off the far circle in the KC end. Trashinsky on the tap. KC wins it. They'll transition to the near side. 57 seconds remain in the man advantage for the Jets. They'll come out as it's carried by Brent Maddox. And into the zone is Dylan Myers, and he'll shoot. And I think we have a stoppage in play here as the puck's redirected out of play. Face off to the glove hand of, well, actually this is coming outside. Simon Johnson in the net for Omaha. On the tap, Parsons, and he'll face Myers. Puck is down. Parson draws it back. Trushinsky tries to handle it. It's poke checked off his stick, and KC takes control. They'll circle at the top of the far side circle. Omaha gains possession, held in by Salvita. Played in the far side corner. On the battle, gets poked to the point where Bortnick has it. A shot. 2 shots knocked down in front by the Omaha defense, and they clear. 14 seconds remain in the power play. On the retrieve is Vita. Cross ice pass to Bortnick. And left in for Myers. Loose puck net front. Back to the point. And Omaha with another clear. And an opportunity here as that makes the team's even strength. Launched into the near side corner. Played from behind the net. Left up front and a cover up by Holt.
Great action to start this first period, Mike, with JV hockey.
A lot of up and down, end-to-end action. Omaha having to kill a penalty there just into the period. 12:06 remains. On the tap is Omaha's 94, Josh Bador.
Yeah, in this game you'll see Davis Martison. He's back from upper body injury for the first time since December.
Wow. Good to have him back. Dumped back in by Omaha as KC tries to come out into neutral ice. We'll have another call here. And it looks like this is going to go against the Jets. Number 35, Charlie Mahoney. He's got a 2-minute minor for slashing. So now Omaha will go on the man advantage. Their first power play of the contest and second infraction of the contest. Chubb on the tap for Omaha. Bigar for the Jets. Coming back is Wilmers. He'll deal it or dish it for Chubb. Now up the half wall to Coleman. Nice job by the Jets forcing the passing lanes. They have an extremely aggressive penalty kill. Picked up and neutralized by Bachtel, and he'll rim it back into the near far side wall into the corner. It'll get picked up behind the net by Chubb. He leaves it for Wilmers. Back to Chubb. He'll streak down the right wing side into neutral ice and into the KC end. Transitions to the near side corner where Coleman keeps it down on cycle. Now picked up by Werner. And KC with a clear. 35 seconds remain on the Junior Lancer power play. Wilmers swings through. He'll indirect a pass to Trushinsky in neutral ice. He'll play it down the near side wall. And the Jets once again with a clear. This leaves the playing surface. And we'll have a face-off.
I think that'll come back down to the Kansas City zone.
So they're bringing this back to the KC end. Omaha's near side circle, left wing circle, to the blocker side of Holt. Trimborn on the tap. Pulled back. And another stoppage in play. Same circle, same centers. Comes to the point where Knapp tries to feed a shot through, and it's fronted by Stetzler. Ends up in neutral ice, and once again a clear.
Just can't get anything to the net.
Handed out by Johnson. Now Parsons picks it up. He'll headman it to Trushinsky. He'll come into the zone. He's got pressure as Stetzler's on him. The puck gets fed to the low slot and cleared by the Jets. Swing through by Victor Knapp. He'll come down the far side wall. Gets a shot, and it's steered aside by Holtz. Dealt down low to Fitzpatrick. He'll wrap it to the other side. Teams are full strength now. Into neutral ice. Myers picks it up. He's got pressure from Fitzpatrick. Indirect pass to Fitzpatrick, and he feeds Wilmers. Wilmers with a shot high and wide of the net. Throws it back at the net. Omaha still in control. Coleman with it. And now a steal by Jace Johnson. He gets poke checked away and now picked up by Wilmers. Wilmers gets to the dot. He gets bumped off the play and thrown into the wall. Now played to the opposite side by Drimmel. And Bigger handles. We'll have a stoppage in play as the puck leaves the playing surface. Face off in the KC defensive zone, far side circle for Omaha. Trimborn on the draw with William Bigger. Converging behind the net was Parsons. Omaha able to keep it in at the point and drop back down low. Chubb with a shot and a save. And another save by Holt. Rim to the far side, and out it comes. Levitska on the retrieve. He'll pick it up, and he'll dish it to Chubb. Chubb bumps it for Parsons. Nice transition in neutral ice for the junior Lancers. Back to the point, held in by Dilworth.
A penalty?
And we'll have another stop and play. Looks like this is going to be the third penalty of this contest. 2-minute minor for roughing. And I think that was that Jace Johnson, 17, that went into the box? We'll see as soon as the scoreboard comes up. But Omaha goes once again on the man advantage.
17, yes.
2-minute minor to Jace Johnson for roughing. Puck goes into the strong side, far side corner, held in at the point and then poked out. On the retrieve is Chubb. He'll play from behind his net. He'll leave it for Wilmer. Wilmer will skate it out. He's got some speed. He gets upended by number 3, Hayden Albertson.
He's having troubles.
Wilmer is injured. That was a kind of a pseudo hip check, but Wilmer was bearing down with some pretty good speed.
Well, and we've talked about this in other games where you see players these days try to avoid those hits.
And sometimes it's worse.
It's worse avoiding them than taking them head on.
It's better to absorb it than to try to avoid it. And he was airborne. And it looks like the biggest point of contact was in that hip area.
Well, and he traveled a little bit through the air.
Yeah, and he tried to get up.
I bet you it was probably more impact than hopefully.
He's a vital player to this team. Highly skilled, good head on his shoulders.
I mean, he's on one knee and on his skate. He's just having trouble getting up. There he goes. I was going to say, I don't think it's anything concussion-wise or anything. But
no, he's up and moving, so that's a good sign. They'll get a closer look here, and hopefully he'll be able to return.
Well, that'll bring the draw down to the Omaha zone.
With 1:31 left in the man advantage. Defensive zone faceoff. Charlie Mahoney and Ben Parsons. Parsons wins it back. Picked up behind the net by Farnsworth, and they transition, and it's driven right back in. Parsons has it to Farnsworth, and he's retreating, trying to get some time and space as he's got good pressure there from Brent Maddox. Mahoney in neutral ice. Bumped off the play is Trashinsky. He'll get to the red line. Should probably just dump it in and try to get the forecheck going. 51 seconds left. Bringing it into the zone is Knapp. He'll drop it to Trimborn. Loose puck net front to transitions to the far side half wall. Played by Parsons. He tries to find Knapp. Knapp with a nice shot from the base of the circle. And a save by Holt.
34 seconds left in that power play for Omaha.
6:56 remains in the period. Scores are knotted at zeros. Last time these teams played, it was pretty close. And somehow or another, KC was able to open it up in the third period. Net front from Warner. Warner holds it in. And the Jets with a clear. 22 seconds remain. On the retrieve is Lundgren. He'll backhand it up on the bump transition. Trashinsky comes out. Offer a nice tap there by Martison. And back into the Omaha zone. This penalty kill for the Jets, it's comprised of for some pretty quick players, not only forwards but defensemen, and they play very aggressively. And that's the system that Coach Emmond has used for years. He is very aggressive on his penalty kill. Shot from the point ends up being steered aside. Teams are at even strength now, and up the right wing wall is Caleb Caldwell. Lundgren will pick it up now, and he moves it up the half wall to Allred. Allred's looking weak side. He finds Knapp. Knapp will backhand it up, but stolen away now by Caldwell. Back it comes into the Omaha end where Levitska plays it, and he'll headman it just out of the reach of Allred. And rimmed back to the far side point. Levitska drops it down to the wall. They try to go cross ice. And Omaha able to hold it in. Knapp dishes it down low. Shot! Glove save. And that was off the stick of Josh Bedore. Nice feed. And a good save by Holt. Rimmed up the far side wall. Gets knocked down in neutral ice. The quick up by Dilworth. And Omaha rims it in and changes personnel. Chipped out into neutral ice. Good opportunity by Bigger as he comes in and shoots one off the glove hand of Johnson. Levitska has it. They send it out. Parsons will now. He gets poke checked off his stick and right back into the Omaha end.
It's offside. Got a player down on the
far side.
Got
a player down on the far side. That looks like number 21, Caleb Schmitz. A little slow getting up. 4:31 remains in the first period of play. They're attending to... Is that a 4? That might be... that's William Bigger. Yep, William Bigger. He's up and moving. From where he was across the ice, we saw a 2, and we assumed it was 21, but it's number 24, William Bigger. He gets off under his own power, and he's good to go. Face off in neutral ice. Far side dot. Mahoney and Parsons. Waiting for the trainer to get off the ice. They were going to drop the puck on him. Omaha wins this tap and comes back to Omaha's defenseman Brody Banasek. Carried in. Omaha with some nice rushes thus far. Two shots on goal. And I would bet, Mike, the shots on goal favor Omaha right now. Backhanded in by Chubb. Parsons has backside support. It comes to the point and played into neutral ice. Banasek indirects it back, and the Jets are offside. Beautiful day here in Kansas City. we had a little foggy ride in.
Shots on goal right now, 6-5 in favor of Omaha.
6-5 in favor of Omaha. I just, for some reason, I thought that Omaha had a few more shots. Wishful thinking. Carrying in is Trashinsky. He backs it up on cycle to Coleman. Coleman plays it in the far side corner. He's got support there by Fitzpatrick. Held in at the point. Still held in at the point. Now it comes out. And Coleman plays it. Farnsworth will shovel it across to the near side here where Trashinsky has it. It just pops over the stick of Coleman. Coleman able to stay in the zone. Pushes it toward the net. It ends up in the far side corner. Coleman trying to control it. Held in at the point and backhanded by Farnsworth. Played out now by the Jets' number 26, Sal Vida. He'll headman it up to Myers, and it's cleared into neutral ice where Maddox tries to play it. Comes back to Bortnick, and he'll move it up to Myers. Omaha will steal it away now and move it into neutral ice. Farnsworth tries to headman it to Warner, a little behind him, but held in now by Knapp. And we have
I think Omaha's going back on again.
quite a delayed whistle there. And no, we got a penalty. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, I think Martison was cutting through the middle and he got tripped up.
Yeah, Evan Martinez will go off for the Jets on a 2-minute minor penalty for tripping. Plenty of whistles. Into the faceoff circle is Chubb. And Meyer. Chubb will win it back to the point where Coleman has it. He'll rim it down the strong side, and Omaha can't get there in time. Not sure what held that up, but they drive it the length of the ice, and Dilworth will pick it up. He'll move it up the half wall. No one home to receive. And driven back in, takes a wild Kareem off the glass and crosses in front of the empty net as Johnson went behind the net to play it, or attempted to. Dilworth with a shot and another clear by the Jets. Chubb comes back. He'll play it behind his cage. He's got immediate pressure by Maddox, and back in it goes. Maddox, first man to the puck. Chubb will skate it far side into neutral ice, and he'll try to backhand it. Doesn't get it very low as it's picked up by Hayden Albertson, and the Jets are able to clear. 57 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Farnsworth controls the puck in his end, and he'll go D to Parsons. Parsons will headman it to Trashinsky, who taps it for Farnsworth, and he can't get to the puck. Knapp brings it back into neutral ice. 1 minute left in the first period. 28 seconds remain on the man advantage, and Omaha having a difficult time getting out of their end. Carried in. Dished off in front. Loose puck, net front, weak side, and they can't get a stick on it as Trashinsky was there. And it was backhanded to that weak side post, but they couldn't bury. Played in the strong side corner, and another clear by the Jets. That makes teams even strength, and Casey kills off another power play. Trimborn has it. He'll backhand it up the ice to Farnsworth. Farnsworth brings it in, goes a little bit east-west on the blue line, but Wilmers was able to stay on side. And Lachlan Wilmers back in the game, thankfully, after that colossal hit. Stolen away. Shot by Bador, and that ends your first period of play where the KC Jets and the Omaha Junior Lancers are tied at zeros. We'll be back with second period action. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers on the Omaha Hockey Network.
Welcome back to the KCIC for second period action here in this Midwest High School Hockey Junior Varsity. Score after one period knotted at zeros.
Great period of play. A lot of end-to-end action. Quite a few infractions. I think there were 4 or 5 there in the first period. Puck is dropped. Omaha wins the tap, but stolen away by Bechtel. He'll bring it in. Omaha indirects it into neutral ice. And Reedman has to regroup. He'll dish it off for Kirby. And they move it up the wall, near side to Stetzler. And Omaha with a dump back in. Wilmer on the forecheck, and he'll be out with Fitzpatrick, but coming down the middle of the ice and goes offside as he had a nice rush there. That's Justin Stetzler. And he cut across the blue line, and what happens when you do that? You draw your own line, your own forwards offside.
He had at least 2 guys in the zone before he got there.
Well, it was a split-second thing. You know, he got to that blue line, and he turned and went east-west, and the other 2.
Well, he was going one-on-one with Leviska. He was trying to get rid of that long reach, and that's what happens when you go east to west.
Puck is down. Omaha wins it back. Played D to D to Lundgren. Lundgren will leave it up for Trashinsky. Trashinsky's got some skating room.
Yeah.
And now Omaha's offside.
I think that was Martison that kind of got on there a little ahead of him.
Face-off far side dot in front of the Omaha bench. Myers for the Jets on the tap. Pulled back by Martison. Farnsworth skies it into the KCN. Martison loose up front. He can't get a forehand shot, but he backhands it behind the net and it rims to the near side corner where it's played. Held in by Farnsworth, and a shot right on goal, and a nice glove save by Holt. Face off to the glove side of Holt. Martison on the tap. He'll win another one. Shot from the point by Farnsworth. Gets redirected and kicked out by Holt. Gathered back in by Farnsworth. Dish down low to Trashinsky, and he'll transition to the other side and try to find Warner. The puck comes out and carried through neutral ice is Cody Schmitz. And now transitions back the other direction to Martison. He's got one defender to beat. And he'll backhand it in, and Omaha get a change in personnel. KC with a quick up opportunity here. Headman pass to Cody Schmitz. Dealt for Myers. A shot high over the back of the net. Allred picks it up for Omaha. Played back behind the net. Now to Banasek. And he'll transition to the opposite side where it's moved up the wall and picked up by Bador. Bador dishes it for Knapp, and he gets a shot just over the top of that corner, the far side. So we've got another penalty here. First one of the second period on Omaha's number 7, Rocco DeSpirito.
Didn't see a signal.
Didn't see a signal.
I thought at first maybe there was too many men on the ice, but I counted 5, so unless it was within a change.
2-minute minor, I presume. We'll get the official when Joel. Yes, 2-minute minor for something. Here we go. Too many men on the ice. Mike, good call.
You know, the clock's at least right twice a day, even when it's broken.
So, Jets on the man advantage, and Rhett Warner and the Junior Lancers taking a memo out of the Jets playbook with an aggressive penalty kill. Jets bring it out into neutral ice, and they'll come back in to regroup. Bigger dishes it over to Redmond. Redmond goes far side to Albertson. He'll bring it in, and Dilworth tries to steal it away, and a shot from the half wall and a cover up by Johnson. So face off in the Omaha defensive zone, just to the glove side of Simon Johnson. Myers on the face-off with Parsons. Parsons wins a nice clean face-off, but KC able to converge on the puck. Brett Maddox moves it to the point. Moved down the wall by Bortnick and rimmed to the opposite side. Held in by Bigger. Or excuse me, that is Vida. Back across to Bortnick. And into the far side corner. From behind the net, they'll work the corner. Back to the point. Vida winds up. A shot, and it's redirected by Parsons. Into the near corner, and a clear by Omaha. 31 seconds remain in the man advantage.
That could be called interference there.
And Trashinsky battling for the puck in the KC end. Farnsworth angles it out into neutral ice where it's picked up by Bortnick. He'll bring it in. He's got Maddox with him. And back at the point is Meyer. He'll skate it across and drive it low. Loose puck. And Omaha with another clear. And that kills off this penalty. Chubb in on it.
That's
Omaha with a change.
Second Omaha player that's beat KC to the puck.
From the point on a one-time, Wilmers with a nice shot as he just jumped onto the ice surface and drives one, and a nice save by Holt.
Looked like an angry one-timer.
Well, I mean, his skate just touched the ice, and he wound up and hit the clapper right to the net.
Well, I think that was Coleman that passed it across, wasn't it?
I believe so.
Good eye by Coleman then.
Coleman flanking Wilmers on this face-off. Thrown out of the circle is Mahoney. Held in at the point by Levitska. Poke checked out into neutral ice. Coleman will converge on it, and he'll drill it into the KCN. Just jumping over the stick of Dilworth. And on the retrieve is Levitska. He's got pressure. He's taken down.
No call?
No call on this one. On the wrap, Dilworth plays it. Tries to backhand it into neutral ice, and he'll find Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick ties the headman to Wilmer, and jumping in on the play is Reedman. Wilmer, Reedman, and Fitzpatrick down low. Puck left up front. Angled off. Shot. And a save by Holt. Back to the point. Dilworth keeps it in. He'll drop it down on the backhand. It transitions to this near side corner, and they'll rim it to the opposite side where Dilworth will play it in. Coleman to Parsons. Shot. Redirect net front by that's Fitzpatrick. And it's saved and cleared.
I don't get how that wasn't icing.
Stolen away at the point. Driven in by Kirby. Down low on the puck is Johnson. They'll rim it back to Kirby at the point, and coming out of the zone with it is Trimborn. Trimborn with two nice moves. He'll bring it into the KCN where Stetzler will play it, and he'll play it out. He comes toward the middle and back over. Nice job maneuvering the puck, but stolen away by Trimborn and drilled back in by the Jets' number 45, Nolan Dremel. Played behind the net by Bachtel. Little bit too much to handle, and Levitska clears it into neutral ice, and the Jets have to regroup. Here's an opportunity on a change for the Lancers as they come in 2-on-1. Loose puck net front, and a cover-up by Johnson.
Wow.
Off a bad change.
It
didn't look like a bad change, but it ended up being one.
Well, but that's twice in a row that Omaha almost had too many men on the ice.
Well,
they got to clean that change up a little bit.
The Jets are smart enough to know that when they're changing to throw the puck at the bench, and that's how they got that first one. Near side circle. Bador off the faceoff. It gets pulled back to the point where Dremel fires one, and a save by Johnson. 8:20 remains in the second. Still no score. Plenty of power play opportunities, but neither team able to capitalize at this point. They win the draw back. Another shot and a redirect off the net front by Battle. And Johnson blockers it away into the near side corner. Now it transitions to the far side, up the half wall. Knapp gets a piece of it, comes to the point. Now Knapp will control. He slips and falls, and we've got Bador bringing it out. He'll backhand it into this near side corner. Held in. Allred picks it up behind the cage. He'll drop it back on cycle to Knapp. No one's net front, and the Jets are out. Bad pass and neutral ice. It's brought in by Allred from Despirito. Left out front. Boy, you gotta turn around, belly out, and capitalize on those breakdowns. Opportunity for Omaha on a defensive zone turnover, and Omaha forward just a tad bit out of position to launch a shot. Far side wall. Banasek. Now picked up. They move it up to Warner. Warner backhands it in to Trashinsky, and picking it up is Bortnick. He'll go to the far side wall where it's held in by Farnsworth. Puck battle there along the high wall. Dremel backhands it. Warner once again playing it. Omaha trying to get it deep. Able to launch it into this near side corner. And Martison with a finished check on Dremel. Puck comes into neutral ice and backhanded in by Lundgren. Jets try to transition, and Omaha clogs that passing lane. Poke check by Farnsworth off of the stick of Myers. Makes a nice defensive play, and they'll rim it to this near side corner. Up the wall from Fitzpatrick to Wilmers, and he drops it back for Fitz, and he can't make the connection. And now on a 3-on-2, this is end-to-end, rush after rush. In the corner with it. They'll try to fish it out front. Maddox tries to make the play, and they score in the slot area. And the Jets strike first blood with 5:29 remaining in this second period of play.
Perhaps one too many turnovers in their defensive zone caused that. You know, they had an opportunity. It's been end-to-end, but Omaha had an opportunity there. The puck's going under sticks, bouncing on them. They just got to do a better job in clearing that zone.
So the Jets, number 12, Brent Maddox, I think pots the first goal. Two good opportunities there for Omaha. And now a steal, a hold in by Levitska. And Omaha showing some urgency here. They'll drive it back in the KCN where Bortnick will play it from behind his cage. He's got two checkers on him, and one of them's Parsons. He dispossesses Bortnick of the puck. And now there's a battle for it down low. To the point. Shot by Dilworth. Another loose puck and another shot. Two nice saves by Holt. And it just escapes Levitska. Comes out into neutral ice, and he'll drop it back in that far side corner. Omaha changes personnel. Bortnick will gather it up, and he'll throw it right down the center of the ice on a stretch play. And a great job by Dilworth to break that play up. And he's probably going to go off on a minor penalty here.
You know, that could have been avoided, though. I mean, he came out, and he just parked himself on the blue line.
Well, you know what?
No
I don't think they didn't call a penalty on it, so that's a good deal. Great play by Dilworth. Yeah, it was definitely a stretch pass. Warner battling for the puck. Overskating it is Martison. And we'll have an offside and a face-off in neutral ice. 4:08 remains. Jets lead 1-0. Puck is down. Omaha goes D to D. DeSpirito moves it up for Trashinsky, and Trashinsky gets dispossessed of the puck in neutral ice. And then there's another huge collision. Loose puck net front. Getting pretty rugged out here.
Wow.
Bodies flying everywhere. Banasek from behind the net. He'll battle for it. Moves it up the wall to Tro. Tro gets knocked off the play again. And chipped out into neutral ice by Martison. He'll come in. He's got a checker on him, but he gets to his backhand. A loose puck and a shot and a cover-up by Holt. Didn't have really time to belly out to his forehand.
And this is his first game back, so I think after a game or maybe 2 games conditioning getting in here, he'll probably be able to win those races.
Far side circle. Trimborn on the faceoff. Nope, that's Bador.
Good stick lift there.
This will be an icing as KC launches it into the Omaha end, trying to find number 4, Bachtel. And this will come back down to the KC defensive zone for faceoff to the glove side of Holt. Bador on this faceoff. Puck is down. Myers sweeps it across, and they'll try to find Myers in neutral ice. Pitched back in by Omaha. Indirect pass to Stetzler, and stolen away by Wilmer. Jets go D to D in their end and try to regroup. Slip check there by Allred, and that draws Stetzler offside. Omaha changing personnel. Far side dot in front of the KC bench. Wilmer on the draw. He pulls it back, and Omaha taps it into neutral ice right onto the stick of Vita, and he'll drill it back into the Omaha end. Played aside for Coleman, and he tries to find.
Heads up.
Incoming.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, that almost got one of us. Not one of us, but one of our faithful fans.
It missed Melinda, the camera lady, thankfully. That's where I thought it was going.
Hockey parents are used to that kind of stuff. Neutralized faceoff. Stetzler comes out with it. He'll come down this left wing wall. He'll go into the corner with Farnsworth and dumps it out in front of the net and can't make the connection with Myers. Held in at the point by Drimmel. And Omaha gains control. Wilmer comes in. He'll launch a shot, but it's sticked aside off of redirect by Vita. To the point. Farnsworth a shot, and off the stick. Off the stick of Fitzpatrick. That goes into the strong side corner. There's a bird in the building, Mike.
Oh, is that what it is?
I saw it coming. I thought it was a puck. It's just a little bird.
Wanted to come say hi.
Lundgren on the forecheck. Craziest things happen in these things. He tries to find the net. In comes Chubb with a backhand and a kick saved by Holt. Chubb will converge on it. He'll dish to the point. Farnsworth with a shot, and that's redirected out of play, and Omaha will have a face-off in the KC end.
He jumped, and I was like, whoa, what's going on over there?
It came from this side. It flew right over the top of our heads.
Oh, man.
I thought it was Yeah. Anyway, little comedic relief on this draw. 121 remains. Parsons wins the puck to the wall. Now it's anybody's puck. Battle for it. KC wins it. They come out into neutral ice. Schmitz brings it up. He tries to force one on net. Omaha able to keep it in that strong side corner, and it's steered aside. Net front is saved by Johnson. Steered aside by Johnson as they try to front the puck into the blue paint area. Parsons will carry it down. He gets rubbed off by Albertson. Albertson moves it up to Schmitz. And Schmitz over to Caldwell. And we'll have a stoppage in play. So we've got a 2-minute minor penalty with 33 seconds left in the second period on Ben Parsons. This will carry over into the third. Puck is down. KC wins it back. Shot and a save and a cover-up by Johnson off a quick shot as number 47, Colton Reedman, pinches in right off the draw and one-times it toward Johnson. On the face-off, Bigger and Wilmer. Wilmer wins it back to Despirito. Despirito tries to clear, a whiff on the first clear by Wilmer, but he launches it into the KC end. Clock is ticking down. 16 seconds remain in the period. About a minute 40 still clicking away on the penalty clock. A blind backhand off the half wall far side, and that gives KC the opportunity to come into the zone. And a cover-up by Johnson.
All these whistles that we're talking about, really? 1.2 seconds left?
1.2 remains. And that ends the second period of play where the KC Jets take a 1-0 lead going into the third period. A minute 27 seconds remaining on the power play for the Jets on the 2-minute penalty for interference by Ben Parsons. We'll be back with third period action. Stick with us. You're watching the Omaha Junior Lancers on the Omaha Hockey Network.
Welcome back to the Kansas City Ice Center here in Kansas City, Kansas. That's a lot of words. But after one period of play, Kansas City Jets lead Omaha Junior Lancers 1-0. 1:27 left in the Parsons penalty that came in at about 33 seconds left in that second period, Mike. First two periods, great action end-to-end. Just the one goal, Kansas City was able to beat Simon Johnson, and the rest has been pretty even for the most part. Shots on goal, 17-14 in favor of Omaha, so not really much there. And when you look at it, there were a lot of whistles. Probably more penalties than you'd like to see.
Yeah.
More penalties called than what people saw, I think, maybe. But nonetheless, it's a 1-0 game. Anybody's game at this point. Next goal is going to be huge.
Yeah, I mean, if it's KC, it's going to be huge, and it's going to be huge if Omaha gets it. But they're playing from a negative number now, so they'll have to tie it and then pot another one to win it. And you know what? This team has been a lot better this year when it comes to these one-goal games late in the game. A lot of times, we saw third period early in the season where third periods we kind of let down and. We take a one-goal lead and end up with a one-goal loss. And
right.
But anyway, this should be a great period. The first two were very entertaining. I mean, a lot of up and back, coast-to-coast rushes, good quality opportunities in front of the net. And Omaha's got their work cut out for them here, so let's see what they got and come back and win this game. Like Mike said, the minute 27 still remains on the Parsons penalty. And then Omaha will be back to full strength.
Yeah, we saw Lachlan Wilmers try to dodge a hip check, and, I think he took a little bit more than he had bargained for at that point. But, he was taken off the ice with the trainer, but he came right back there midway through that was it midway through the second?
Yeah, I believe so, yep.
But he came back, good to see. I'm looking to see. I think I see him right. Yep, there he is.
Yeah, he's there. He's there. Yep.
So he's back out for the third period here, and hopefully the boys can get something together here. This has been an anticipated matchup all season long, regular season, but they're currently 1-2, so the anticipation is that they'll meet again next Sunday. They got a lot of hockey in between then to take care of, but it could happen.
Everybody's got to take care of their own business.
Yep.
Omaha's coming out from the bench here. They'll enter that center ice circle. Lachlan Wilmers will be on this faceoff. He'll be flanked by Rhett Warner, number 53. And they've got a minute 27 to kill. On the backside is Banasek and Despirito. On the faceoff for the Jets, William Bigger. Puck is down. Despirito corrals it. He indirects it to Warner, and he'll bring it into the KC end. Pressure by Warner. KC will transition to the opposite side where Bortnick tries to play it back out. Now Stetzler bringing it in. He's got good speed. And poke checked away and onto the stick of Wilmers. Wilmers just trying to clear the zone, and he's able to punch it into neutral ice where it's played by Bortnick. Bortnick will transition the puck over to Bigger, and he'll bring it in. He'll peel back up the wall, and puck slips away from Schmitz as he can't, or excuse me, that is Salvita. Pops over his stick, and it ends up back in the Jets' end. Brought out by Bortnick. Plays it up to the blue line where Bachtel drills it in. Now corralled by Omaha. Turnover from behind the net. And a shot gets redirected. Battle behind the net for the puck. KC comes out with it. Schmitz plays it in the corner, down low. Off the base of the circle, Bachtel gets a shot. Back down to the far side corner. Teams are even strength now as Omaha kills off that last penalty. Shot from the point goes wide of the net. And a shot from the half wall and a save by Johnson. Rim to the opposite side. Far side wall. Trushinsky tries to gain it. stolen off his stick. Chubb with it. He's able to backhand it into neutral ice where it's played by Bortnick. Weak side pass.
Oh.
Chubb, it just out of the reach of his stick, and then he finds an ice monster in neutral ice and can't make the play. He'll change. Omaha will get a personnel group, new group out. Indirect pass, and down goes Reedman. Played off Allred, and in the zone comes Levitska. He'll dish it back for Knapp, who finds Allred. Near side corner. He'll rim it behind the net. Loose in the front. A shot on a give and go to Knapp. And it's steered aside. To the point. Dilworth able to keep it in. He gets a shot. Loose puck as Nat just comes across the paint area. Reedman with a big hit on Bador. And Levitska knocks it down and sends it back into the KC end. Allred goes into the far side corner for it. He'll cycle it back to Knapp, and they'll transition corners to the point. Dilworth shot and a save by Holt. Loose puck net front. KC tries to clear. Held in by Dilworth. Transitions to the far side corner where Bador will play it. He tries to find Levitska at the point. He'll cycle it back down, and now KC clears. This will result in an icing to relieve pressure and a face-off back in their end. Plenty of time left here, 11:31. KC leads 1-0. Near side circle to the blocker side of Holt. Wilmers on the draw. Wilmers wins it back to the point where Farnsworth has it. The poke checked off a shot, and he'll have to retreat into his own end off the stick of Martinez and out into neutral ice. And a little interference there by Dremel as he holds up Wilmers from getting to that puck. Omaha controls now. They'll leave it out front, held in by Farnsworth, indirectly off the wall, and it'll come out off the stick of Maddox. He finds Martinez. And Omaha's out and neutral ice, just out of the reach of Wilmers. Lundgren plays it over for Farnsworth. He'll find neutral ice, and Wilmers backhands it into the KC end. Out of the zone comes Dremel. He'll carry in. On the retreat is Farnsworth. He goes into the wall, tries to clear the puck. Omaha just swatting it around now. Farnsworth will pick it up, and he'll carry out. Dishes it over for Werner. Transitions behind the net and into the far side. Held in by Despirito. Nope, they got a tag up. Despirito will gather it back in his own end, and he'll look to indirect a pass into neutral ice, just out of the reach of Trushinsky. Now streaking in is Bigger. Banasek moves it up the wall. Stolen away. Tro dishes it over for Warner. Warner has some speed. He'll come into the zone. Looking to dish it. Buying some time. Parsons comes in. KC with it. We'll move it to the weak side where Reedman will bring it up. Omaha able to keep it in neutral ice. Puck is launched into the far side corner. Despirito will play it. Tries to dish it for Chubb off the half wall. And pressure there by Reedman. Held in at the point by Albertson. And Omaha desperately trying to launch a breakout here. Given away, Myers with it. Shot and a save by Johnson. Loose puck net front, and Omaha with a clear, and they'll just suffice to throw it into the KC end. No icing. Stolen now by Barnes. Barnes brings it in, and a shot and a stick save by Holt in the near side corner. Bortnick brings it out. Stolen away by Levitska. He'll pop it back in the zone. Omaha changing forward lines. They'll keep Dilworth and Levitska out. Battle on the half wall. Stetzler knocked down in front. Levitska makes a nice move. He'll carry in. He's on his forehand. He'll play through the check of Bachtel. Left up front on a blind pass by Bador. And we have a stoppage in play.
Should have probably opted to throw that one in the corner, but good idea either way.
This will come down to the Omaha zone for face-off with 8:02 remaining in the third period. On the face-off is Mahoney. And he's up against Bador. Levitska rims it to the near side corner where it's played by Caldwell. He'll go in with Dilworth. Dilworth tries to launch it into neutral ice, just out of the reach of Allred. And drilled back in by the Jets. Bortnick picking the puck up in his end, and he'll curl into neutral ice. He's got pressure from Knapp. Now stolen away by Levitska. He'll come in. He tries to dish it. Held in again by Allred. The puck is low in the zone. At the point, Farnsworth keeps it in. Levitska will change. Omaha trying to create some offense in that Casey end. Casey comes out into neutral ice. It's stolen away now by Allred. He'll then direct it over to Knapp, and he'll dish it up for Farnsworth off of his stick. Bigger keeps it in the Omaha end. Knapp will take it out of the zone as he'll dish it for Bador, and he gets poke checked. Transitioned on a turnover by the Jets, and Omaha takes control. They try to dish it out front for Bador, and it's stolen away and put into neutral ice by the Jets. D to Lundgren, and that's Fitzpatrick. He gets nailed from behind. You know, we've seen a lot of calls, probably too many in this game, but that one was a clear miss, and it happened right in front of the official. Shot from the paint area, stopped by Holt, loose puck. Everybody's scrambling to the puck, and Holt had it in his glove, and he just held it up in front of one of the Omaha players' faces and dropped it. In other words, stop looking. Here it is. Well, with 5:49 left, Omaha's got to pin their ears back here and get it going. But that hit from behind on Fitzpatrick was pretty egregious. Omaha can't hold the zone. The Jets bring it out to Johnson. He tries to carry it in, and it's covered up by Simon Johnson. The Omaha, netminder.
Guess what? You return the favor.
Yeah, you know what? What goes around comes around, so he snatches it with his glove and holds it into the face of the player who shot it and dropped it to the ice just like Holt did. That's just all part of the fun of the game, you know. Despirito plays it behind the net, transitions to the far side corner, now played up the wall. Trashinsky will try to bring it out.
Struggling getting it out of the zone.
Omaha really struggling. Now Knapp pops one free. He's in alone, but he's got four checkers all over him. Loose puck net front. Coming in to try to sweep it in is Cho. He dishes it for Knapp. A shot and another knockdown by Holt. And Omaha scores!
Did he wait? Signal it? Yeah?
He signaled it. I think what happened was the puck was batted up, it hit his pad, and it was going into the net.
Okay. So it was on its way in.
Yes. And it was in the air.
Yeah, you can't blow a whistle down on something that's in the air. Well, and he got right behind the net to get a good look at it.
He was in great position to call the goal,
and
so that ties it up.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they're going to probably talk about it here. No?
Good goal.
Good goal. Omaha's been getting dirty goals like that all season, and they needed one today for right there.
Just a good effort by Knapp and Trashinsky to try to get that puck to the net front. And stepping up on a nice hit by Farnsworth. The compete level has just risen exponentially here in just the last 5 seconds since the faceoff. We'll have another draw, neutral ice. Parsons on the tap. Shot in by Bortnick. Played behind the net by Farnsworth to Dilworth. He'll try to move it backhand up the wall to Chubb. Dilworth will transition to the other side, and it jumps over the stick. Omaha has an opportunity here. Trimborn streaks in, a shot, a kick save, loose puck in the far side corner. Now Chubb will play it. He tries to bring it to the point. He's got some pressure there, and KC looks like they're going to take it over in neutral ice. They come in 2-on-2. Stolen away by Trimborn, and he'll pop it into neutral ice, and it goes off. An Omaha player will have a face-off down in the Omaha end. So Omaha ties the score 1-1 with 4:01 remaining in the third period. Puck is down. Omaha wins this draw. Banasek to the wall. And a bump transition to Wilmers. He'll streak in. Poke checked away by Vida. And now Myers has it. He'll come into neutral ice. Wilmers trying to angle him off. And he gets a shot and a steer aside by Johnson into the corner where it's played by Schmitz. Schmitz has pressure from Wilmers, and he'll move it to the wall where Coleman will indirect it into the KC end. First man in is Fitzpatrick. He's got to do battle with Drimmel. Moves up the half wall and back down by Coleman. Back and forth behind the net to the point. Banasek, he'll launch one in. Goes wide of the net. DeSpirito tries to keep it in. Now Coleman will pop it into the blue paint area where it's sticked aside by Holt. Played in neutral ice. Warner will corral it. He tries to get it low in the zone. Still up near the point. Martison tries to engage the puck, and it comes into the Omaha end. Headmanned out of the zone by Farnsworth to Trashinsky. Puck just banging around. Now it's picked up by Mahoney, and he'll bring it out. He'll dish it over to Martinez. Martinez, nice read by Martinez as he's got a jet right off the weak side post, and now we've got a loose puck, and Rhett Warner can't get to it in time, and they blow it dead. Icing's the call. It'll come back down to the Omaha end.
I thought Martinez out front, that was going to pop their second goal. He was there all alone for the longest time.
Well, he dished it across. He saw, I can't remember who was there on that weak side post.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. But still, that player on the weak side was there for the longest.
Oh, yeah. Heads up play. Shot and a glove save from the point off the stick of Colton Reedman. On the faceoff, Mahoney He's out with Parsons. Omaha wins the tap back, but Farnsworth has lost the race to the puck by Maddox. Maddox controls down low now, and on the wall. Nice play by Farnsworth to find Chubb. Chubb will come into the zone. He dishes it for Parsons. Parsons with a shot, and it's redirected out of play. Heads up play by Farnsworth, Chubb, and Parsons. This faceoff will be to the glove side of Holt, Omaha's far side circle. On the tap is Wilmers. He's out with Bigger. Bigger wins the puck back. KC has it on the far side half wall. Stick battle along the wall. Backside support by Fitzpatrick. There's a penalty as number 3, Hayden Albertson, holds up Lachlan Wilmers as he had a clear shot to that puck as it was cycled down that far side half wall.
Absolutely. There was no missing that at that point. Let's see if Coach Kinder's going to call a timeout here. You got a power play in their end. I would think he would, but we'll see.
Well, it depends on which players he's got out there, you know. And it looks like he's got Warner, Chubb. Now there's a timeout. If you got certain horses you want out on that start of this power play in a offensive zone faceoff, you want to definitely make sure you got the right ones out.
Well, I would say here, I guess if this was me, minute 20 left, you're on a power play in the offensive zone. I might want to make sure I get all 5 of my top guys out there as opposed to throwing power play 1 or 2 out there.
Yeah, and that's probably the plan here. There's a minute 20 remaining in the game.
It's been a great game.
Great game.
Now, if this does go to a tie at the end of regulation, these two teams will go to a shootout, a 3-man shootout. With RPI rankings, team has to win. So there's no points. None of that matters. Wins and losses.
Coach M is not real happy about that late penalty.
He's letting them hear about it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a bad penalty if you take – I mean, with 2 minutes left in the game.
But I don't know why he's chewing on linesmen.
Well, he just got done chewing on his players. So he's just in a chewing on state of mind right now. Gary's a great coach and a good guy, and I've known him for years. So Omaha's got Trashinsky with Chubb on the faceoff. He's got Parsons out there. But you got to win the faceoff.
The touch.
So the what we thought was an interference was ruled as a cross-check. So,
but I'm confused why they blew the whistle. Did it touch somebody on the bench or what?
I'm not sure.
Because that's not fair to Omaha at this point because they would have went down and cleared the puck.
Neutralized faceoff. Parsons wins it back to Knapp. Knapp finds Chubb, and it bounces off his stick, and Casey with a clear. On the swing is Victor Knapp. He'll bring it out. He'll go weak side back to Farnsworth. Farnsworth with a nifty move around a KC defender finds Parsons. They'll cross this time onside, but they can't get it deep enough, and Kansas City with a clear. 7 seconds remain. This should about do it for the contest. And that ends the game with a 1-1 tie here in Kansas City. And now what?
Well, coaches are going to have to decide
Shootout?
Who they have coming in for a shootout, yeah.
I think in a situation like this, a rule should be made that if it ends on a penalty, the team that has the minutes or the seconds remaining on the power play gets an extra shooter.
Okay.
I just made that up.
I like it.
Thanks.
I wouldn't elect it if it was the other way around, though.
That's
Just
the inevitability of things. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. All right. Vic Knapp will be the first shooter for Omaha. Silky mitts. Got a brand new 5-lie stick. Oh!
We have him beat.
That's his patent move. He had hold beat, but it rolled off his stick when he was pulling it to the forehand.
He's going to blame that new 5-lie for that.
I know. Now shooting for KC. William Bigger. He'll come in. And a save by Simon Johnson.
That almost rolled down the back.
Yeah. Now, Lachlan Wilmers. He'll pick it up. He's coming in with some speed. He's got great hands. Backhand, and he scores! Skates by the KC fans wanting some love. I don't think he got any.
Probably not.
Eric Bachtel coming in on Johnson. Johnson, get ready to go there. And a save by Simon.
I know, it's like Simon's like, are you having some lunch back
He's
there?
like at the top of the circles. I'm like, he could shoot from there,
Goalies, I don't know.
Ben Parsons.
This is for the marbles here.
He'll come in with some speed. He's got a good shot. He'll get in. Takes a nice move, and he shoots and scores! And Omaha wins. They'll defeat the KC Jets JV team in Game 1 of this weekend. So Omaha takes Game 1. We'll be back tomorrow morning with JV action. And that game will start when, Mike?
JV 8:10 tomorrow morning.
Those who are listening from the Jets will be broadcasting the senior presentation, so stick with us. That'll start shortly. We'll be right back.